Hi, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today's menu is brought to you by a viewer who writes, "My husband cheated. I found out while pregnant with his child. Now, he wants to leave me and take the baby. I am hurt, confused, and angry. What should I do?" Okay, so before we go into that, I have a question for you. Do you think it's okay to cheat? If your spouse cheats, should they be forgiven? Let us know in the comments. No. 1. Give yourself time to process everything. It must be devastating to find out that the person you trust with your love and life has betrayed you. You might feel shocked, confused, hurt, angry, betrayed, and even humiliated. These are all normal feelings after such a traumatic experience. You need to give yourself time to come to terms with what has happened. This may mean taking some time away from your husband and the situation to process your emotions. It could also mean talking to a trusted friend or family member about what you're going through. Just know that whatever you're feeling is valid, and you don't need to pretend to be strong or move on before you're ready. Take all the time you need to grieve the loss of your relationship and the betrayal that has occurred. No. 2. Don't make any rash decisions. When we're feeling overwhelmed with emotion, it can be tempting to make rash decisions that we later regret. This is especially true when we feel like we have been wronged. In the heat of the moment, you may want to lash out at your husband or accuse him of wrongdoing. But this will only make things worse. You may also be tempted to make a quick decision about whether or not to stay in the marriage without giving it much thought. But this is a huge decision that should not be taken lightly. It's important to take some time to cool off and think clearly before making any decisions. This will help you avoid saying or doing something that you will later regret. It can be difficult to stay calm and level-headed when you are feeling so much pain and anger. But it is important to try. If you are feeling too emotional to make rational decisions, it may be helpful to talk to a therapist or counselor. They can help you work through your feelings and make the best decision for you. No. 3. Consider couples therapy. Couples therapy is a form of talk therapy that can be beneficial for couples who are facing challenges in their relationship. During couples therapy, a licensed mental health professional can help you and your spouse identify and understand the issues that are causing problems in your relationship. The therapist can also teach you skills to improve communication and conflict resolution. Ultimately, couples therapy can help you decide if your marriage is worth saving or if it's better to move on. So if you and your husband are struggling to communicate effectively or you're just feeling stuck in your relationship, couples therapy may be able to help. A therapist can provide a safe space for you both to express your feelings and work through your issues. With the help of a therapist, you may be able to repair your relationship and build a stronger bond with your husband. However, if your husband is unwilling to participate in couples therapy or if the relationship is too toxic, it may be best to move on. Number 4. Lean on your support system. When going through a difficult situation, it is important to have a support system in place. This can include friends, family members, or even a therapist. Having people to turn to during tough times can make a big difference in how you cope. It can be helpful to talk about your feelings and get advice from people you trust. Additionally, having a support system can help you stay positive and hopeful. When things are tough, it's important to remember that you're not alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. So lean on your support system when you need it. Talking about your feelings and getting advice from others can help you cope with the situation more effectively. No. 5. Set boundaries. After finding out your husband has cheated, it is important to set boundaries. This may be difficult at first, but it is important to do in order to protect yourself and your child. Some boundaries you may want to consider include limiting the amount of time you spend with your husband, avoiding intimate situations, and setting clear expectations for communication. It may also be helpful to set boundaries around topics that are off-limits, such as his cheating or other personal information. Setting boundaries can be an effective way to protect yourself and your child while you navigate this difficult situation. It may also help you gain a sense of control back. By setting clear boundaries, you can better understand where you stand and what to expect from your husband. It is important to remember that setting boundaries does not make you a bad person. It simply allows you to create a safe and healthy environment for yourself and your child. No. 6. Focus on self-care. When going through a difficult situation, it's important to focus on self-care. This means taking the time to do things that help you relax and de-stress. This can be difficult after finding out your husband has cheated, but it's important to make time for yourself. Self-care can look different for everyone, so find what works for you. This could include taking a hot bath, reading a book, going for a walk, or spending time with loved ones. No matter what you choose to do, make sure it's something that helps you relax and de-stress. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's necessary. When you're feeling your best, you're better able to deal with difficult situations. So make sure to prioritize self-care when going through a divorce. 7. Don't blame yourself. It can be easy to blame yourself when going through a difficult situation. After finding out your husband has cheated, you may feel guilty, ashamed, or worthless. It's important to remember that none of these feelings are accurate. You didn't cause your husband to cheat. He made the decision to do it on his own. Don't let him make you feel like it's your fault. Remember that you are worthy of love and respect. Don't let him or anyone else make you feel otherwise. You deserve to be happy and with someone who treats you well. Don't settle for less. No. 8. Don't keep in touch with his family and friends. This can be a difficult one, but it is important to take a break from your husband's family and friends. You may feel like you need to keep in touch with them for the sake of your child, but it is important to take a step back and focus on yourself. It can be helpful to take some time to heal and process what has happened without them. This can be difficult, but it is important to take care of yourself during this time. Keep in touch with your own family and friends and lean on their support. You may also want to consider talking to a therapist to help you process everything you're going through. No. 9. Prepare for legal action. It is important to prepare for legal action after finding out your husband has cheated. This includes understanding your rights and gathering important documents. You may also want to speak with an attorney to discuss your options. If you have children, you will also need to make arrangements for their custody and visitation. It is important to put your children's needs first when making these decisions. After a divorce, your children will likely need a lot of love and support. Try to remain calm and rational when dealing with your husband and his family. This can be difficult, but it is important to remember that you are in control of the situation. Number 10. Consider a trial separation. A trial separation can be a good option if you are unsure about getting a divorce. It allows you to take a break from the marriage and evaluate your options. During this time, you can live separately and make decisions about whether or not to reconcile. A trial separation can also be helpful in determining if a divorce is really what you want. It can be difficult to make this decision, but a trial separation can provide the clarity you need. 11. Seek professional help. Seeking professional help can be beneficial after finding out your husband has cheated. A therapist can provide support and guidance as you work through your feelings. Therapy can also help you develop coping mechanisms and problem-solving skills. In addition, a therapist can help you make decisions about your future, whether that means staying in the marriage or getting a divorce. Ultimately, seeking professional help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows that you are willing to do the hard work necessary to heal and move forward. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And as always, thanks for watching.